Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the One-on-One podcast. My name is Josh. I am one of your co-hosts, along with Kathy Baker and our video producer extraordinaire, Ryan Esteban. And, well, welcome, guys.
What's up?
Today, we don't have a guest, so don't skip this episode because it's still going to be fun and packed with information. It's just the three of us, but and before we get into it, hold on, I'm going to start over. Pause that right there.
Go ahead.
Before we get into it, I want to ask Ryan and Kathy one of our fun questions, kind of on theme with what we're going to be talking about today a little bit, right, Kathy?
Yeah.
So we've all been to a party before, right? Ryan, you and I went to college together, so I know we've been to a party before. Kathy and Ryan, I want to know, what is your favorite song to hear at a party?
Oh, man.
Crickets. Kathy, do you want to start?
No. That's hard.
Favorite song to hear at a party?
I mean, I'll start. I don't know if this is my favorite song to hear at a party, but I feel like if you play, David Bowie and Freddie Mercury's "Under Pressure," or for them that matter, the what's his face who does the cover of it?
Vanilla Ice?
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice?
Oh,
it's the same.
Ice Ice Baby?
Thank you. Yeah. But anyways, we're just gonna go with "Mine Is Under Pressure" by David Bowie and Freddie Mercury. Ryan, Kathy.
Okay, the two that are going to really make you guys giggle. One would be YMCA.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's great.
That's fine. Everybody, that's
Second
easy.
would be We Are Family.
Okay.
That's when the drunk comes out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I feel like
There's
you're just naming like classic wedding bangers.
Yes.
There's like levels to it. Once you've had enough
and
drinks.
anything
Yeah.
with what was the guy in the parachute pants? MC Hammer.
MC
MC Hammer. I mean, if Earth, Wind and Fire, September.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. See, it
Yeah,
depends
dude,
on
you
what age.
start playing some like Whitney Houston. I'm dancing
Uh-huh.
somebody. Oh, I'm out. I'm on there. I'm on there.
Kathy, I will say I was at Ryan's wedding, and like the man only plays these types of songs, so I think that's why
Okay.
he's struggling. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very much in that era.
Yeah.
I didn't care what anybody else thought. That was our playlist. I was gonna make sure I had all of my '80s dance hits. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I asked this question is because Kathy, you and Carrie just launched a brand new program called Primetime. And I want you to tell us everything about it. We've already gone through session 1 and it was a huge success. But it's a party. It's kind of like a party, is it not?
It is very much a party. And thank you for asking. We are super excited. What we've done, and the schedule is available in One Digest under events. You can go to One Calendar and see for the next 12 months what the topics are. 2 times a month. It's not every other week because of holidays, but it is scheduled in there. And guys, what we designed was this to be audienced 2 different ways. One is for that independent agent who doesn't want to go to the party, who's going to sit there and consume the information, actionable training that they can actually pick a topic, pick a task, do it, and walk away with value. Number one thing. So it's audience to that individual. The second is for a watch party, and that's the most fun. And what we've done is we've packaged in the One Resource Guide the assets for that party. And those assets, and each one has a theme. So and it's audienced. A lot of our guests are going to be some of our peer coaches. So there's added value to every one of those. But based on the theme, there's going to be a list of best practices for that event. And it's everything from the playlist, back to your point, the party playlist of what songs are themed around that week's activity. So you're going to have a playlist. You're going to have tinkerage, which is my new word, those new tinker items on the table that are user friendly, that are going to create conversation. You're going to have questions that can be asked and answered. You're going to have activities. And then, of course, you're going to have those action items within the training process that are going to close you more business. So this is designed to build better culture in the office, which we all love. And most importantly, to build your brand, your closed number of transactions, and your market footprint in your market. So it's going to be everything from how to get digital to how to geo farm better and own that neighborhood, AI, everything around what creates a better opportunity for tomorrow's leaders today. So that's what the party is about. Now, in addition to that, there are scripts available for you to invite your agents if you're a broker owner and you're listening today, for you to invite prospects in, and for you to be able to have those talking points when an agent says, why would I attend today? What is that takeaway? What is that action item? What is that opportunity?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Kathy. It sounds like what you guys have created is basically a curated year-long course that you follow each course, you attend each course, you do your homework, you participate just as we all have known as students our whole lives, and you will see the results throughout the year and then when you finish the final session. Am I correct in saying that?
Immediately, except one's not dependent on the other.
Sure, yeah.
So if you miss a session, you can either watch it, and Ryan can talk a little bit about where we're going to be hosting them. Each one is recorded. Yep. So you'll be able to go back and watch it later. If there is some training that you want, you'll be able to go back in and look at that, and then maybe take a little bit more time with it. But it may be Rate My Agent for you to go in and get get those reviews, or it may be a component of the CRM. Nothing is designed for you to have to invest more money. It's designed for you to have a higher adoption rate and a higher success rate with what we are providing for you.
Ryan, actually, maybe you can go into a little bit to Kathy's point. How can they find the recordings or the sessions if they potentially miss when it's live?
Yeah, so we chatted about this earlier, and I think what's really cool about this is, we have programs that might be available to just our agents, but like any party, like this is open to everybody. It's pretty inclusive, so you can find all of them. They'll all be up on the Realty One Group YouTube channel for people to find, and I know our social media channels will also be pushing it as well. So you'll probably be seeing plenty of it as the year goes on.
Yeah. Kathy, I know you guys held the first session, a few days ago. For those that did not attend, I know you had a huge number of people that attended the first session. And I know Kuba was part of it and Corey was part of it. Can you maybe give us a quick 30 seconds of what potentially people missed?
Yeah, it was really about mindset. And it was really about, Kuba wanted everyone to choose their unword for the year. And then just get in that mindset of, 2024 was a great year for some people. Want to make sure we understand that. Some people did more business than they've ever done, and it totally sucked for other people.
Sure.
And we just kind of want to get you unstuck.
Yeah.
And we want to get you in a mindset that you're saying, you know what, I'm going to set my goals. Carrie and I are very committed to making it very relevant for your market. And when you see in the future, as we have top producer panels, they're going to be defined by realistic numbers. I mean, we're not going to throw somebody in front of you that tells you they're doing 300 deals a year, because for most of us, that's a little overwhelming.
Sure.
So our goal for the year is to figure out how to take you, if you're doing 12 to 18, if you're doing, 30 to 42, and just helping you customize. And that's also what One Coaching is designed around. Each of our programs is designed for you to plug and play, for you to be able to bolt on your business and take your reputation, your work ethic, your knowledge of the market and the industry, and expand it through our tools, our resources, and our coaching.
And to your point, I'm halfway joking, but I'm also serious. Like, you guys create a playlist for each session. And I know I asked you guys, what is your favorite song? But I mean, how much is that changing your mindset? When you or Ryan, or when you're exercising and you hear a song that you love, and it immediately changes your mindset. So I know you and Carrie and team have really you've checked every single box in terms of like the attention to detail with this program, and I know it's going to help out a lot of our network.
It is, and just little things. The other thing that we created is an agenda. Because I know as a professional that time is money and money is time. When I walk into a meeting, I don't want it to be bullshit. I want to walk in and go, okay, this is what we're doing. So that's what the agenda has been created and provided. And our affiliates are able to take those assets. We were very intentional in hosting them in a place that they could be dropped into one creative studio. You can put your local time in, and then, I mean, you may not be doing it live. You may be doing it a little bit later, but you can put the time of the meeting in there. You can brand it to your office by putting it in one creative studio, and then fully utilize those assets. And again, it is about mindset. You're right. When you walk in and you see that someone has prepared for you, maybe even over prepared, and that even, man, the vibe is what it should be. And a lot of the songs, we were intentional, purposeful in saying, we're going to mix it up. We're going to pull a little bit of what's new and a little bit of what's old to make it a real remix to touch all the generations and perhaps even create conversation around it.
It's exactly what you're doing. I mean, I've seen your guys' playlists, and it's not to keep harping on music, but it's the concept of the radio, right? If you've heard a song 1,000 times, but then the radio plays it randomly, it sounds that much better. And so you guys have created this atmosphere every other week it's just going to create momentum and encouragement and excitement. And I'm excited for you guys.
Well, and to be able to go out and share those stories. I think one thing that we get busy and we don't do, it's real easy if we're listening to the media and we're listening to other, if there's negativity, a lot of times that breeds that negativity. And we want to give everyone the platform to come back and celebrate. I don't know about you guys, but 2024 pretty much sucked for me. And I'm just ready to have a great year and celebrate and enjoy things. And I think when we start to build that momentum and we all grasp onto that, it's going to lift everyone.
I couldn't agree more. Before we leave, Kathy, I want to ask you two questions. First, I want you to, excuse me, I want you to give us a quick little promo of the next session, who our guest is and what the audience can expect. So let's start there, and then I'll ask you the final question.
Next session, which is going to be on the 22nd, which is Wednesday the 22nd, it's going to be Mike Clear. And Mike is our COO, CFO, and he's not a magician, he's not a fortune teller, but he is pretty savvy and. He's going to just give a little bit of forecasting, if you will. Again, we're going to take a few minutes to celebrate the good things of 2024, but we're really going to talk about readiness and what readiness looks like for the professional in 2025 to make sure when that opportunity is there, that you're able to take full advantage of it.
I love it. And Mike is the perfect person to do that. My last question, excuse me, sorry, Kathy. My last question is, what was the unword you chose when Kuba asked everybody?
My unword was unfiltered.
Unfiltered. That's that
sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
Tracks.
Unfiltered, because I want these sessions to be raw and real. I want these sessions to be, if it's bad news, let's talk about it. If it's good news, let's talk about it. Let's be unfiltered and not unrealistic. I think there's a difference in being unscripted and unprepared. So by choosing unfiltered, I think we're saying it's preparedness, but it's no bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, this podcast isn't scripted, but we're definitely prepared. So, that's right. Most times.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kathy. One Primetime is already a hit. I know it's going to help out everyone in our network. And for those that missed session 1, please tune in for session 2. You can find it on the One calendar, which is on onedigest.one. What else? Am I missing anything, Kathy?
You could subscribe to the YouTube channel.
YouTube channel. Yeah. I can't believe we talked about Primetime and didn't talk about the Cowboys, but that's another episode.
That's another episode. So like Kathy said, it will be twice a month. It will not necessarily be every other Wednesday, but you will find all all sessions for the entire year of 2025 available on the One calendar. So check it out. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of the One-on-One podcast, powered by Realty One Group. For more information, questions, or concerns, please reach out to coaching@realtyonegroup.com.